Welcome, everybody. College basketball action. I'm speaking once again with my friend Ross Benjamin on our Underdog Value Ticket. Saturday, Ross split, had a 1-1 day, but he's 6 out of the last 7 on his underdog picks. And I got news for you. That is production. Ross, first and foremost, always glad to have you back. I hope you had a really good weekend against the book. These two games, it's really interesting because you have two teams that are squaring off with veteran coaches, and then you have two teams squaring off, Bill Self, a little bit younger, and up-and-coming Shaka Smart. So some fine coaching going on today. Syracuse getting 13.5 against North Carolina. I can't recall the last time Syracuse would get these many points against North Carolina. What is it about this game that you think will cash the ticket plus 13.5 points?
Well, 13.5 points against North Carolina. I can't recall the last time Syracuse was a 13.5 point underdog, period. Look at Mike. This is just one of those situations. Syracuse is in an urgent mode right now. I understand North Carolina's trying to stave off Virginia, Louisville, and Miami for the ACC regular season crown. However, this is a large number. In Syracuse right now, we're looking at a team that's 19-8 overall. They're 9-7 in ACC play. Now, here's the thing. They can ill afford to lose another game in the regular season, but, they have a little bit of leeway here because they have Florida State up next. However, a win over North Carolina, a team so highly rated, so highly acclaimed, would just about clinch an NCAA tournament berth. Now, easier said than done because that would give them their 20th win in the year and also would clinch an ACC regular season winning record. So I think the degree of urgency here sides with Syracuse, although I think there's no doubt in my mind, and probably 99% of the viewers out there, that North Carolina is the more deep and talented team of these two. However, this is also a Tar Heels team that's gone 4-8 against the spread in their last 12 games. So they've been anywhere near a lock, especially at this type of number. Syracuse will also be out to avenge a 11-point home loss against North Carolina earlier this season in a game in which the Tar Heels shot 52% from the field, but Syracuse managed to hang in that game for the majority of the contest. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that North Carolina is not going to shoot anywhere near that tonight, and that Syracuse will be able to hang in this game throughout and keep inside the number, this large number at that. Syracuse plus 13.5 over North Carolina.
Yeah, Ross, that was a lot of detail, a lot of information in there, and I certainly enjoy it. Syracuse 4-4 against the spread on the road, going up against a team that has no home court dominance right now. 7-8 defending their home court, North Carolina. And I think it's a good spot for Syracuse because North Carolina, they put everything they had, they left it on the court, and wasn't a whole lot there against Virginia. During that game, I never saw North Carolina, try to really rally hard to get back into it. I just did not see the strength that you have seen from teams in the past with North Carolina. Syracuse plays a lot better defense since Jim Boeheim has been back on the bench, and that's obvious. I don't know. I just think that they whooped North Carolina State last game pretty heavily. I think they have what it takes. Outright win, I don't know. It's hard for anybody to win on that court. But is it out of the question? Well, certainly not. That's why they play the game. But when you throw 13.5 points on top of that, I don't know. I'm on board with you there, my friend. I am certainly on board. Now, this next one, I love the coach for coming up with Texas, but I can't jump aboard on the play. Kansas is going to Texas. Texas is getting 2 points. Now, Bill Self has done a hell of a job. This team has won 9 games in a row, and if you look up the word clicking on all cylinders in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of this team because they really are. They're running full speed right now. And again, Texas, they are as well. They just literally shut down Oklahoma and shut them down pretty heavily on Saturday. What is it about this team that you like with the points, Ross, that gives you the confidence that this is going to cash a ticket tonight also?
Okay, listen carefully. Kansas is undoubtedly one of the top 4 teams in the country right now. They're red hot. They've won 9 in a row. They've covered 8 of those 9. Now, here's my logic here. First of all, there's only 5 games on the board today. So we're trying to get the 2 best values for an underdog. Kansas just clinched their 12th straight Big 12 title with a win over Texas Tech just 2 days ago at home. Now they have a quick turnaround, have to go on the road against a very good Texas team that's going to be playing with revenge stemming from a 9-point loss at Lawrence in a game in which was a lot closer than that final score may indicate. Also, Texas, after losing 3 of 4 and going into a little bit of a funk, they've bounced back to win their last 2. They're coming off a win against Oklahoma on Saturday, so they're riding a bit of momentum heading into this contest. I'm just going to really, again, go out on a limb here and say I believe this may be a flat spot for the Kansas Jayhawks tonight on the road at Texas after such an emotional win on Saturday to clinch another Big 12 title. And I think Texas will be up to the challenge with Shaka Smart tonight at home against these highly rated Jayhawks. I'm going to take a shot here and take the Texas Longhorns plus 1.5 against Kansas.
Well, when you take those shots, more times than not, they come through. So I love it, though, when I think maybe I can grab the other side, because I enjoy the little, side bets between you and I mean that, my friend. It's going to be a great game, though. As a fan, I know I'm gonna kick back and pop a cold one and enjoy that game. Texas is 7-3 in its last 10, and they did jump out of that funk, and they did it, in a commanding way. I'm very amazed, though, at just how quickly the energy and the aura of Shaka Smart has just transferred into his players. They literally have bought what this guy is selling, and I think that was one of the best hires in college basketball in recent years. So again, okay, viewers, you heard it, Ross Benjamin, and we've got no reason to doubt him hitting 6 out of his last 7. Like Syracuse getting 13.5 at North Carolina, and likes Texas on their home court getting 2 against Kansas. Ross, so much thank you for being with us, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow, my friend. Beat the book and beat them hard.